Agani Jones. I'm 23 years old. I happen to come from Karamoja, that's in Apak village. And when I was still young, I remember I came with my mom in Kampala. She used to sell chili peanuts. Then at one moment, I got lost from her because I was around 2 years old to 3. I ended up in the streets because I couldn't trace out the way home back, like to go back home.
My name is Harriet. I'm a Sudanese. I came with my grandma when I was 2 years old. I was used to stay with my grandmother. So when they brought my grandmother to Kampala, I got so sick of her, so they had to bring me to her. That is to start living with my auntie. Yes, and then from there, my auntie promised to take me to school, but she didn't. That is when she went to Sudan. My grandmother was already returned back to Sudan. I was left here with my cousin. And then from there, we had nothing to eat. I had to go to street to hustle to get food. I was arrested. It was 2017, January, on Friday at 11:15. That day, I was taken to court. They gave me 2 months to go and serve in prison. The following day, I was taken to one of the facilities.
I was exposed to some of the things at my childhood stage, like some drugs. It was when the Kampala Capital City Authority got us with a group of other friends of mine. And then we are taken to a reception center in Nakuru where they keep all the kids from the streets.
My first time at the facilities, it was really kind of difficult. I cried a lot. I was really afraid. The staff thought that I was like other kids that come and escape. They don't serve their period of time. But I never had that in mind. And the girls that I met there, I didn't have clothes. They offered to give me clothes, and it was kind of unique. And it's like I found a family that I've never had.
I came in touch with the 6 feet. By then, it has just started within 2011. Yes, it has just opened up its hearts to help the kids in Uganda. And it's from here that I got involved in their discipleship, the sponsorship program, then their medical care programs, and then that's how I ended up in 6 feet.
And the first thing that I realized was like when they came in, the worship, the Bible teaching, it's something that it was new to me. And with time, I kind of like it, and I feel like I didn't want to leave.
"60 Feet is an organization here in Uganda which serves children from the ages 0 to 18 who've come in contact with the law. Some of the children have simply been lost on the busy streets of Kampala City or even in a slum area, and they've lost contact with their families. And so the police have gathered them up and taken them to a facility. Others, they have committed a crime and they've gone to court and received a sentence to complete from the facilities. Still others, they sell items on the street, and that's illegal here in Uganda, and so they're taken to serve a small sentence from the facility. Our organization has many different departments. We have a medical staff, we have counselors, we have social workers, and we get to teach the Bible to these kids and offer them the hope of Jesus.
We offer resettlement services. For example, John and Harriet, or after a long time, were able to locate their families and we successfully reunited them.
When I was released after 2 months, I went home to my auntie's place. Upon reaching there, were no food, and I decided to contact one of the staffs of 60 Feet to help, and they stepped in and they did help. And then from there, I was taken to school of hairdressing, and I did complete that. But then the situation was really not good, and then 60 Feet came in still, got me to stay with one of the staffs. So that is when I continued my studies.
So during the facility, since I was young, I wasn't able to give 60 Feet the basic information about my family background, and then they were unable to trace my home, like for resettlement, and then they came up with an alternative of a foster care family. It's from here I was taken to Pastor Annie's and Mama Catherine's home, where they continued to mentor me, provided me more care, and then also continued supporting my education.
Currently, I'm having a business of tailoring, that is fashion and design. I'm hoping to grow up in my business of tailoring and write my book.
Currently, I'm uptaking my studies. I'm in a final year in a nursing school. I would hope for providing voluntary medical services to the vulnerables, and then also working hand with the non-governmental organizations.
Over 5,000 children enter the court system here in Uganda every year, and 60 Feet has the honor to be able to be a part of their story. We would love for you to join us along in this journey as we seek to tell others about Jesus in the midst of these facilities here in Uganda.